take over the early mid game, get an early Roshan, and just not give any room on these ancients to the PA. That's the name of the game.
So I would argue then that this game is critically important for Team Liquid just for the rest of the tournament in a way. Would you agree with that? Like from your captaining experience, like when you do like a different strategy than what you've done, isn't it really important for it to work out so you have different looks to throw at people?
In terms of confidence, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, whenever I tried this stuff, I lost. But, you know, I didn't have... This Matumba guy he's some way, he's one of the few players in the world. I think the Hawk also comes to mind. They're these guys who, they grew up playing some of this style. You know, it's in their blood. Like, he's very comfortable doing this. And not only playing the Bristle for him, but leading the team in terms of making the calls, deciding where and when the fights are going to be, and having the confidence to just go for that. I mean, you're going back to this guy playing on those Kuroki teams where they were all about that too. Just the early five-man ball, Chen, Darkseer, Bristle lineups, right?
I mean, the best early game team in Dota at the time.
That's true.
According
the fastest.
According to Nas.
Well, they did win TI, so
yeah,
he's got a ring for a reason. And to me, this is a game where he can lead his team to victory.
On the other side, we do have Gaimin Gladiators with a bunch of stuff that is, I mean, you're talking about their playstyle being in their blood. Celery, he's going to be playing Chen. They've got an Ace Lycan that they're going to be playing with. I mean, this is through and through. I mean, I feel like even Dyrachyo is a really good PA player. So through and through, I feel like this is very much Gaimin Gladiators. Like, this is, if I saw this lineup, I would take a bet that Gaimin Gladiators were the one behind it.
Definitely a very interesting lineup. They got a lot of ball and push with this Lycan Chen PA, and then at the same time some nice catch and pick off between the Bane and the Void Spirit.
Is he dead? No.
He's chilling. But this is a lot of damage, and this is a tough lane because you can go the Quills aggressive early with the Chakra behind you. This is a very tough matchup for a lot of summons offlaners. Lycan's up there with them, including Beast, I think, is the other one where Matumba sees that. He's just instantly asking for that Bristle. Honestly, this does not look like a fun Chen game to me. I'm going to say that right off the bat. There's so much AoE wave clear, like anti-summon tech on Liquid's side.
Yeah, Stroke of Fate and Illuminate just from the supports. Yeah. You're going up against a Bristle
who can rush Vanguard and just front line.
Yeah, Pango if he gets any damage through a Swashbuckle. I'm not sure if he's going to go that route, but...
Most of what I've been seeing out of this Chen is, again, people going like Medallion Vlads type items.
Right.
Because he's this early Vlads buyer from the support role, which a lot of these teams are prioritizing Vlad's drums super highly this tournament since it got buffed. But Lycan is, and basically, he's an automatic HOD Vlad's buyer. So I'm also curious what Celery wants to go in this game and how he's going to try and have impact on his Chen. Because right now, he's not doing a whole lot.
Okay.
And I'm not sure the mid-game is going to be that much better for him.
All right, so you sound pretty pessimistic for Gaimin Gladiators. The panel all went for Team Liquid, so how does Gaimin Gladiators make this lineup work?
To me, it's if Boom can get off to a good start and be aggressive and make some space, that's amazing.
Okay.
I think there's not an insane window for that to happen, but it's possible. The other chances, they just play lanes really well, get into that mid-game and get Dyrachyo to a point where he can man up, go in the fight with the buffs behind him. And he can clean up some of these heroes insanely fast, incredibly with the break later. This is a great break game. And
oh, good kill. They get it, but the wand charges were just enough, and now Dyrachyo's the one in trouble. As long as the stroke lands, Dyrachyo's trying to juke it, but Boxy, pump fake, finally lets it go. It fires true and gets first blood.
This is not the core you want to be having to go down in the laning phase if you're Gaimin Gladiators.
No.
It's just strong lanes from Liquid. Both these side lanes are just so much nuke damage to deal with. Sai gets another double shield crash here.
Yeah, that's going to be a big saving grace for him in this constant harassment battle. Especially the wand charges that he's getting. I always feel like that's one of the things, like the more you threaten denies and force the PA to feel like she has to use Dagger to CS, like it's such a big win for you in the lane. Nice pickup though by Tofu, does manage to at least eventually get the kill onto Boxy, but damn, Dyrachyo's already really low.
Just getting harassed down. 2 points in shield crash. Spell's pretty efficient in terms of trading on the dual lanes. So I put it to good use. That said, you know, Gaming Gladiators, I think the very early waves are rough for them, but as these lanes progress, some things that start to go better. That said, Ace is going to die TP now.
Oh, he was TPing out? Yep. Oh, no.
And it was as Celery was coming back with this ice armor, so it's the power of Bristol versus these matchups. This is not a lane that really gets better for the Lycan over time. I think the Void Spirit one can do okay, and you know, PA is a hero that just really wants her levels, but at the rate this is going, it might not get to that point.
Yeah. Well, that means all eyes on this man right here. Boom is going to have to do a lot to be able to save this disaster of side lanes for Gaming Gladiators, and we're going to see him pick up that level 6. We'll see how successful he is with it. Void Spirit, not really a hero that I connect with Boom so much. In fact, it's far from one of his most played heroes, and he actually just has a straight 50% win rate with it. So, Tofu, sleep, nice nightmare to be able to dodge the Inkswell damage that was going to be landing on him otherwise.
It's just good space.
And Stroke actually does connect, and Boxy gets the kill. Is that a level 2 Stroke of Fate?
That is.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was way more damage than I expected.
Honestly, though, some free waves towards PA. And a lot of mana out from that dueling. Not the worst trade.
Yeah.
Bigger question is Matumba. He's shoving this in again.
I mean, you may have the Frost armor, but Matumba Man is keeping your armor still
ogre
nice
stun.
and low. What? He got Ogre stunned?
Don't see that every day.
I mean, he probably didn't
They're
even see
TPing
it
in
coming.
Boom here.
Oh, this is a really big kill. Boom rotates in, sees the opportunity on a massively overextended Matumba Man. Why? Because he got Ogre Bruiser stunned. What a beast.
I was talking about how Celery's going to have impact.
Yeah.
That was probably the best use of that creep I think I've ever seen.
Why did he tip Mickey out of all of that?
Oh, I mean, sometimes you just gotta throw it to someone random, right? Because then it's like psychological edge of why are they taking this guy?
You know, like, oh, Mickey, you should have been there.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have, but you know, that's one of those tools you can use. It's pretty nice, right? Just tip the guy who's never at the fight.
Yeah.
Those are the high IQ tips.
I always like that tip for sure. Tipping the carry that you know is AFK just farming the entire time while they're losing team fights.
Right, that kill was pretty big though, because Ace got a bunch of XP and solo XP into the tower. Same for this Chen. Like, these are two heroes that really need the levels. One thing I was going to mention about this Lycan, this is a hero it's coming back a little bit in pubs. We're going to see Dota2.
He needs to be able to jump away. Nice, very smart jump over the range creep to dodge the Inkswell right as it was about to explode. Tofu was too far away to give him an escape otherwise.
Gladiators are pretty strong here.
Yeah, they're going to rotate the Void Spirit in. This might just be a double kill opportunity, but Zai does manage to get the swashbuckle out. Boom is still going to be able to connect with the nice Astral Step jump forward.
Dagger soon?
Dagger in a second to be able to slow him down. Shield crash on 2, but he's already so low. Boom wants this one really badly. He's got a Dissimulate coming up. He's going to have to land this one. The Dagger slow allows him to land the Dissimulate, and a double kill indeed for Boom. He is doing exactly what we said he needed to do. When it came to bumping up these side lanes. Beautiful performance so far.
The downside is this Visage just takes your tower. And this hero has gotten a lot of buffs in terms of how much damage he can output to these objectives early.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Ogre Bruiser. Boom!
I mean, that thing is a decent spell if you land it. I'm sure Matumba's like, what the heck was that, dude? Who plays for this, you know?
Seriously. Oh, Jesus. We watch an instant replay of Ace being dove. Now we're going to watch Ace get dove again. And again, he goes for the TP out and dies anyway. Oh, goodness. Ace is having a rough day.
I feel like if there's one carry player I don't want to play a summons offlaner into, it's Matumba.
Yeah.
And probably on Bristleback. With a coddle behind him. That sounds like a rough one.
That really is rough.
And I mean, these is 2 early tier 1s down.
Yeah.
And it's like awkward tier 1s too, because now we're talking about this triangle getting invaded by this very fast liquid lineup. You have no tier 1s to protect it anymore.
Yeah.
And this is a PA lineup. PA needs these Ancients after this battle for you to really accelerate how she wants to. So this is pretty big early losses for Gladiators. And the road to recovery is not going to be crazy fast here.
That means Boom is more like, you know, he did a good job. He did some nice heavy lifting, but now he's going to have to go for set number 2 because he does have an Arcane Rune, so he's got the tools to be able to make a big play, perhaps.
I think it's turning bottom around. I think Dota2 actually has to stay in this bottom lane.
Okay.
And they have to look to counterplay, turn it around. It's not the easiest because this Pangolier roll is so powerful, but I feel like if he leaves and they lose their 3rd tier 1 here, there's just not going to be that much elsewhere to go. Like, this Bristol is not really touchable until you have grip. And Gladiators, they kind of have the read. They're lingering down here with this Lycan. I think this is the correct play. It's just a matter of can they convert on it.
Mickey is sitting behind Zai, so they're actually going to see Ace make this rotation, so both teams are kind of aware.
They're bringing the Void Spirit.
They're going to go for it, but Mickey is super fast.
Who are you chasing these days, Zai?
And yeah, Zai, I mean, they're underneath tower, so nothing's really going to come of that. Pretty fast reaction, good use of the Grave Chill there from Mickey on the neutral creep.
And now Dota2, he leaves because that was your Void Spirit TP and your Lycan ult, so the turnaround potential was kind of used there, and now he can't just stay down there alone. This could potentially open it up for Zai to shove it in and take out this last tier 1. At the same time, while all of that's happening, this Matumba Bristle, he is getting fat, hitting his timings. This is a hero that abuses stacks. Coddle's a great stacker. He's going to have an amazing timing this game.
Oh, yeah.
He's just rushing Ags.
Yeah, the Axe is super, like, it unlocks the carry potential of Bristleback, but even this game against the summons, right? The Chen, Lycan, it's just you're gonna get free viscous nasal goo on them all the time.
I mean, it also just makes it so you can permanently run around with the stacks.
Yeah.
So you farm a lot faster, you hit a lot harder, you always have it up going into the fight, and the stacks are larger.
Yes.
So the item's just amazing for the hero. It's honestly, there's almost no downsides to it anymore.
Yeah, I think you just basically can't carry Bristle without being able to have those high-level stacks, which is what the Axe gives you.
But it makes this hero a lot better of a carry than it used to be, because now your right-click is... It's like you're a Sven or something. You know, you're gonna chunk people.
I mean, honestly, they've been buffing Warpath, I think, for the last, like, 5 years. The damage on that. And at some point in time, it eventually got to the point it was just like that. They also increased the number of stacks you can get. Then they gave him this Aghanim Scepter. It was just like all things that led to a carry Bristleback that we now somewhat regularly see. Boxy, is he actually going to survive? Jeez. They're still trying to finish up this tier 1 tower with the Chen push.
And Celery, he got a lot of this solo XP top because Ace went to the jungle, so he's decent level this game. Decent net worth as well. It will end up getting Boxy here.
Yeah, they eventually find him.
So little bit going their way.
Yeah, something small. Aghanim Scepter being rushed by Boom as well. Braccio not actually getting hit by the swashbuckle, only just that last tick because of a turnaround dagger that he did for CS. They've got some really nice minus armor combination with the physical damage, right? They got Pango, minus armor coming in from him. They've got the Viscous Nasal Goo, and then Visage comes in and just throws a bunch of physical damage around with the with his birds.
Yeah, he can even get the armor corruption level 15.
Oh yeah, forgot that was
one of the newer talents. So a lot of synergy here for Liquid. This minor armor allows you not only to just kill the heroes with your early net worth, but you can give them an early Roshan too.
Yeah.
That's what Liquid's... They're thinking about the early aggression. It's always on their mind. Already in the triangle 12 minutes.
And if they could stop Boom, it would be really good. They got the silence, but oh, Zai!
Bird.
Roll wrong direction, but they did really good drops. He still managed Astral Step 1-2. The roll is still after him, but he does run out. Boom! He's trying to get up to this high ground area, but it looks like Liquid are just not going to let this one go. Dissimulate's not up for another 3 seconds, and that is 3 far too late.
I mean, someone has to pay the iron price of this period.
Yeah.
There's not really two ways about it. The Gaming Gladiators need to kind of just stall for some early item timings and try and take a fight around their Lycan ults.
Oh, okay. They do catch Zai here. It's going to be a nice little pickup, and maybe with the rest of like that pickoff plus the ultimate beat, never mind. I was going to say maybe they could go for the tier 2, but big bad Matumba Man's here. They do use the Eagle Song Ripper to try and push the Chen away. That was cute, Celery. But ultimately, both you and your army are dead.
This is the strength of the Bristol Chen matchup too. Anytime Matumba wants to just run at this Chen and he gets on him, it's it's basically guaranteed his army goes down, he goes down, his entire game gets reset.
Yeah.
And that's the worst feeling is Chen. Because there's not going to be a lot of creeps for him to take when he comes up.
Yeah, I mean, PA's farming a bunch of them. You've got a Lycan who's taking a Helmadom creep as well. You've got limited map control because Liquid have taken all these outer towers. Yeah, this is a massive problem.
Yeah, his creeps actually did survive. So
Okay.
there's some upside there. I'm surprised they didn't chase him down a bit more, but I mean, honestly, it's pretty early in the game. And I mean, these creeps are not super high impact versus Liquid's lineup anyway.
Liquid maybe have bigger objectives on their minds, like the Roshan.
Yeah, that's a better creep to kill, you know? Don't waste your time with some troll that got nerfed anyway. It's garbage now.
Yeah, what's Rally to an Aegis, you know?
Yeah, remember those days where Rally was so imba and everybody took tier 1s with skeletons and then it was like one armor and no one does it anymore?
It is kind of weird how that happened, yeah.
I mean, there were some other changes like Enchantress and whatever, but
Yeah.
it's funny how Dota works sometimes.
Well, they have a Bristleback who's 3,200 net worth ahead of the PA. He's got Vanguard Aghanim Scepter, nigh unkillable, and now he's also got an Aegis. I don't know what Gaming Gladiators do besides just split push and dodge fights as much as humanly possible.
That's about their only option. Dodge this Bristle and try and make him pay economically on the map. Celery's, he's looking for wave cuts, backdooring the tier 1 mid. This is the nice cheeky stuff you can try and do.
Roll in through the side. See if they can chain stun Tofu here, not let any spells go off. Liquid catch him. They're going to be able to find Celery here as well. He's hoping to be able to backdoor the tier 1 tower. He does get that. Okay, not bad. Show a lot of heroes. Pick up a tower. Maybe give your cores a little bit of space to farm. It's not the worst.
Not the worst, but that's a hand of God and his army for a tier 1.
No, Tarachio doesn't have a jump. The creeps, they're not going to spawn for another 5 seconds. He's got nowhere to go to. Oh, no.
There's just no space on the map. The tier 1s died so early. This Bristle is immortal. He can always just run at this PA wherever Matumba wants to.
They could go high ground right now.
And why not? This guy hits for almost 400 and he's hasted. It's an absolute beast.
Okay, that, though, I mean, the Bane's slowing him down a little bit.
Turns him into a normal strong hero instead of a crazy broken one.
Yeah, they still have the Visage Familiars.
This is your tier 3, it's 16.
Yeah. I mean, they're not even up that much net worth. That's the crazy part, is Gaming Gladiators are doing a good job of finding farm in the, around the map and making sure that, like, this doesn't totally spiral out of control, but there is this this feeling of helplessness for them when it comes to fighting right now, and I don't know when that changes.
It's just a problem of, okay, you can eke out some of this net worth on the split push, but what is it doing for you, right? The net worth only equates to actual teamfight impact if Tarachio can join and deal the physical damage that's needed to kill his Bristleback. Otherwise, he just goes in front and you have to smoke and find the backline, which is what Boom's looking to do. He has an Axe. This is their best time to try and turn the game.
And the best heroes to be able to find, maybe Zai would be a nice pickup, but Zai, defensive blink and gets off the Rolling Thunder. Boom, he tries to get away. They look at the Coddle, but they need to be able to get away from this Rolling Thunder. Meanwhile, Matumba Man's just, whoever he can catch is probably dead. The first is going to be the Bane support. Now it's going to be Celery. Tofu and Celery both gone, and Matumba Man ready to go for another round at hitting these buildings. Gaming Gladiators. I mean, they're going to poke at Mickey, but like, he's super tanky. That's not going to do anything. He gets silence. He's in trouble. Astral Step out. You know, like, you survive, but...
Your buildings aren't surviving.
No. Survive another day. Survive for another lane of barracks.
Maybe for another series if they don't find an answer.
It's kind of looking that way.
I mean, this Aegis is just the problem. Like, maybe they could take a fight where they get some crazy good grip on this Bristle.
Yeah.
It's one of the best spells versus this hero, but just not while he has that Aegis.
If they don't have a reposition tool, like, you know, like we talked about the combination that Spirit likes to do, that Magnus skewer back with the Bane ready to go, and they don't have a break mechanic either.
I mean, they do have it on the PA now.
Oh, they do have the shard now.
He rushed it.
All right.
But
that's something big. I mean, it's percentage-based damage and a break.
At the same time, is the trouble you can't break the Bristle, or is the trouble you can't man-fight the Bristle?
Yeah.
I don't think Matumba's turning his back this game. He's just running and hitting you from the front.
That's true.
are scanning.
Everybody on the run.
Celery, you're in the wrong neighborhood.
He's running the wrong direction, straight into the arms of Matumba Man, who leaves the kill to Mickey. Very nice of him.
I mean, this is just a game of run down the lanes one by one. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't see anything stopping this bristleback.
Amazing what you'll find.
Mickey tips him for his kindness in giving away, sharing some of the kills, sharing some of the load. He's got an AC coming in for the bristleback, so more, you know, physical like armor against the PA, minus armor, stacking up like crazy.
And this early AC is like one of the biggest power spike items for these push lineups.
Mickey.
Oh
my God!
1v5ing.
They've got a goddamn Wraith Pack.
They do.
They've got a Wraith Pack to boots a bearing for Mickey. So, like, you were running out of damage before, now you're fighting into a Wraith Pact as well? Oh,
and
God.
double 4-staff.
Oh, God.
It's a rough one. They'll kill it maybe, though. Oh, you didn't even get it.
How much gold is it?
I don't know. That's why I was looking. I don't think we've seen this item too much.
I'm going to guess 50 gold.
Maybe it's some ridiculous number. You know, it's like 600 gold. Valve's like, yeah, no one wants to buy this? Okay.
$9 to $12, 8,000 net worth lead. It's not the biggest net worth lead. Again, like if Team Liquid, it is one of those lineups where, right, if they screw up once or twice, they could be in really big trouble because the PA is just going to, like, climb back into the game very quickly. But right now, it's hard to see how they can win those fights.
There is some promise at the end of the tunnel in terms of exactly that. PA shredding people with the break and the Helm of the Overlord and Lycan buffs. So Lycan's one of the better heroes at buffing a carry. See Boom trying to make some space bottom, but
yeah, he's already used double
eventually
astral step. Assimilate is not going to be able to get him away. Oh yeah, that's a nice combo we didn't talk about. Inkswell on the Visage Familiars.
Yeah, they were using it earlier. And
they just smoke up to run into the base that much quicker.
Damn straight, and they're dropping your voice line. I'm sure you're happy about that one.
Hey, Mickey is like literally the only person in the world to have spawned it, so thank you, Mickey.
Well, he counts for a couple, you know. That's another set of racks. No contest.
Oh, the smoke up Inkswell Rolling Thunder play that's going to be able to chain stun the PA to death, who was trying to invest into the BKB as quick as possible, so no buyback gold. Liquid are literally just going straight for the throne.
Split push is not good if you're out of the game.
Yeah,
Matumba, he wants to go to bed early tonight.
He really does. They're trying to close this out nice and quick. Do a little bit of Fountain Diamond. Careful, Liquid. Remember what happened last time. Dying to the Fountain is die. They do have a jump in from Boom. Gets a decent amount of AoE damage out there. Ace is trying to focus down. Oh, my God. He tried to focus down. Shit. He got focused down. He just died in half a second. It's like Liquid all turned around and clubbed him once in the head. Jesus. Team Liquid